Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It's Saturday, and we're hanging out with the UEC, watching another one of their fantastic battles. And as a special guest with me again is the one and only retired Major Schimmelfinnig. Welcome to the channel, Schimmel.
Thank you, thank you. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be there, especially today since we are having the Mighty 88 back on the field.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. So what we'll do is we'll introduce the troops on each side. I'll do a history lesson really quick. So let's introduce the field. We've got on the Union side 20th New York, the anchor of the Union, along with the Serpent Brigade of the 51st New York. And Schimmel already recognized that we had the Mighty 88, and for those that are new to the channel, that is the 8th Florida and the 8th Alabama. All right, so today we're in the East Woods combat area. This is an interesting part of the battlefield. If you look out from my camera view, what you're seeing in front, this is the Miller cornfield, and that is the Miller farm right out in front. This is the field where Douglas's men were first thing in the morning, and you can see the Confederates already mustering over in that area. In the background, you see the Dunkard Church. Now, this part of the battle is when the Confederates, under the Texans and Louisiana, came across the middle of the field into the cornfield and actually turned into the East Woods. It wasn't a major part of the battle, and a lot of the Confederates never entered or stayed in the East Woods for very long, but it did account for a lot of confusion in the early time and really threatened the right flank of the Confederates that were trying to charge through the cornfield. So, pretty interesting. So, now, Schimmel, from a tactical standpoint, how do you approach this battlefield?
It's depending, of course, who attacks and who defends. With this time, Confederates have a perfect attack position. You see, Mighty 88 is well organized together, like a running machine, so they can do a lot of stuff with attacking. Defenders are not bad as well. We have the 20, the experienced company, and the first always doing the unexpected things, so they will have trouble. I think right now that the 51st will go into a more offensive approach on their defense, so they should probably watch out. But of course, Mighty 88 dangerous as always, especially with their movements. From the Confederate perspective, I would approach it as following. You see, when we're going here through the thick of the forest, of course, it's perfectly hiding your approach to the enemy position. You see, there's an enemy trench. What you want to, in all cases, not do, is to engage the enemy right there frontally at this position. You see, they have perfect cover with the trench over there. That's what you don't do. Even though the point of contention is right there, what you instead do in the start of the battle is, you can do this whatever you want. Choose either one of the flanks over there and attack from this side at the first approach. Doesn't matter really which side you take. I always preferring the right side from the Confederate point of view, but it's yeah, it doesn't really matter in the end. So you can move over there perfectly through the forest, covered, and there you have free choice. This is a perfect regroup point for your company after failed assault. And over there are a couple of obstacles in the way where you can hide behind, take some cover over there maybe. And here is a good position as well, because if you have a company right there, yeah, you see now you can perfectly shoot into the enemy cover and position. But important is here that you have at least one company, for example, coming from the other side, getting them into place at the fence, because you want the enemy staying at the fence and you want them outflanked. So, for example, the other company could move over there. There's a little obstacle that they can hide and put some pressure on them. Then they can narrow it and take it. After they've taken it, you could probably put one company over there at the fence and one company in a point of contention to cap it through and support.
All right.
But of course, that's just, let's say, the usual things. The usual way I did things. We're probably going to see some different things for the defenders. It's a bit tricky because you have to save the point of contention. because it's not that easy to recapture it, but compared to other maps, it is actually easy.
All right, well, the clock has started and the guys are moving. We've got the 20th New York going off to the Union left flank behind the logs, and the 51st backing up onto the road behind the little knee wall. What do we got for the Confederates so far?
Actually, I'm right now at the Union position,
Okay.
what they can do for
I'll run over to
defense.
the Confederates. Hang on.
I'm gonna make this short. They could probably stay here and defend this from above. It's a good overall position right there where you can watch the most stuff. Or of course, as the 20th are doing it, they can intercept probably flanking attempts from the Confederates.
All right, the Confederates are on the move. Hogg in the 8th Florida out front. You've got Tiberius with the 8th Alabama right behind. The mighty 88 back in action once again. It's been a long time, Schimmel.
Oh yeah, it is long expected. Now it's there.
We'll see how they do. Hopefully all this hype doesn't go to their heads.
I'm sure they will do it professionally, so don't worry. All right, let's take a look. The Confederates right now. Oh, you see we have some scouts over here. Quartermaster Sergeant Marius and Corporal Stein are scouting here and following them a bit. Oh, and then are engaging 2 scouts of the 51st. That's interesting. They're right now
Already engaged on the scouts, huh?
Step. So yeah. Interesting engagement over there.
And Hogg and the boys deep in on the Union right side, hooking back in and coming toward the point of contention, blind. They're going to run right into the serpents of the 51st New York.
This is why the left side.
So they're going full left side there. Of course, I think they're doing a shock attack. It's something we've done earlier before. Get the full force on enemy flank and punch through like a hammer, or let's say with a hot knife through butter.
Well, they're not going to surprise the 51st. They've already got their muskets out and looking that way to the right oblique.
It's really essential that they have the surprise over there, and I think they just lost it.
They did, but rounds coming in, knocking down the 51st, and they're leaving the area. 51st moving down the road toward the protection of the 20th New York.
And perfection, you see, they're rapidly moving forward and don't get themselves stuck here, because if you get stuck, the enemy can easily engage you there. But yeah, they do it just perfectly.
Well, we know the mighty 88, they're always on the move. These boys have their boots on, and they're about ready to fire another volley. They've got their stickers out as well.
Oh, they're advancing. That's going to be a hell of a Alabama charge.
Look how beautiful that is.
Usually not many survivors on the Union side, of course. Oh, and there's the volley.
Oh, volley coming in from both sides almost simultaneously.
We lost on both sides, but actually not that much on Confederates. How it looking on the Union side?
Knocked down a few of them. Weber's still taking a look to see what's happening. His boys have not moved to protect the 51st yet.
And you see perfection. There's the 8th Florida. Sorry, not standing still, but on the move. That's a brilliant move from Hawk right there. But he needs to worry about the 20th, you know.
Always on the move, and he's coming around the back side of the 20th instead of the front side.
Charge the 51st, together with the 8th Alabama.
So the 20th sending fire into the 8th Florida.
Yeah. He really needs to charge the 51st now, or he will melt down.
Yeah, the 51st
and I think he's doing it.
Just about gone. Here they come.
They're coming.
Well, Florida passing in front of the 51st.
Hold left.
8th Florida pulled back.
Yeah, but they're just getting repositioned. They want to fight 1 unit instead of 2. 8th Florida severely reduced. 51st still got quite a few men here.
8th Alabama is discussing what to do. Actually, I would hold position over there until the 8th Florida is refilled, and then make a joint attack. But we shall see.
8th Alabama finally on the move here. They're coming up close to the 51st. It's got their attention. They're moving away.
They should now move to the other side of the fence, you know. From there you have a better position and some cover.
Yeah, the
Because
51st.
right now they're in a bit of a trouble, you know? They get outflanked right now.
Well, and it just depends. Does the 8th Alabama see the 20th behind?
I think not really. The 8 Florida got engaged by them, but
Yeah, they smelled blood at 8th
so-
Florida.
yeah,
And-
they're doing as expected, changing to the other side.
Why are you staying there?
It's a good maneuver, and just in time, as you see.
Florida moving away, and Tiberius bringing the 8th Alabama behind the wood fence until those guys can come back. The blue line is bleeding away already, going toward the Confederates.
Feindfahne hinterm Holz.
The 8 Florida would now move to the right of the 8 Alabama to cover them from the fire of the 20. It will be perfection. Let's see.
There's not a whole lot of Florida left. They're going to wait for reinforcements, it looks like.
Do you want to go and tell them that we're going to do a big switch and go down?
8th Florida
Not sure
looking.
actually if Captain Harris or Second Lieutenant Tiberius is leading right now.
Yeah.
They're both good and capable officers.
Right face, double quick.
Yeah, Hog is
Harris
back.
with a bit more experience, but Tiberius often.
And 8th Florida on the move. They're swinging around in behind the 8th Alabama. It looks like they're going to put some heat on the right-hand side. Alabama defending against the 20th.
But good positioning from the 8 Alabama over here. Because they're a bit cheated from the left and a bit cheated from the frontal position.
And the 51st has swung all the way around, chasing the Florida all the way around this map. And they're in behind the 8th Alabama.
But the 8 Alabama has noticed them and got a full volley.
Yeah, 8th Alabama taking a few of those 51st out with that volley there. But the Alabama does have
Look where
Union
the
on
8
both
Florida
sides.
is, they're regrouping. I'm following them a bit.
Yeah, 8th Florida swinging around to the far right. They're going to come in behind the 20th.
We're getting shot at.
It's good. If they now manage to charge the 20th, the 8 Alabama can focus on the 51st, you know?
Well, we've already got a counterattack. 19:54 on the clock. The Union's going to have to do something to dislodge these Alabama.
I think it's just a distraction from the 8 Alabama to get the Union guys some trouble in there and stop them just shooting from behind. And it's a perfect moment, you see. Captain Hawk is ready for his flanking maneuver, and the Union is now focusing on the 8 Alabama, I guess.
Well, the 20th has their runners coming back, and they know that the Florida's coming around their flank. Shoulder arms command, and they're moving out. So the
I would
20th
say I'm
crossing the
looking
road.
right now at the 8 Florida. You could look at one of the other units.
I'm looking at the 20th moving across the road.
20 going in as Hawk going in as well. It's gonna be interesting. Hawk must move right now, or he will not be able to catch them before they reach the 8 Alabama.
Well, they've got their backs to the 8th Florida, so they're in a great position if the Florida can get here in time. And Alabama in danger from the 20th. A lot of rebels going down right there.
Hawk right now holding this position. That might be... But he's moving now. Okay, he got it.
8th Alabama going back across the road for protection. And now the Confederates are on the left side.
You know, it's so easy to play like the armchair general and comment with the whole information of the whole map, which they don't have. So it's a lot easier to see things they don't see.
this
So no
position.
blame on Hawk for not seeing the possibility over there. He has a lot less information than we have.
Well, now the 20th has to face the mighty 88 all by themselves for the moment until the 51st comes up. And 51st is crossing the road, coming in behind the 20th.
What's the situation of the 8th Alabama right now?
8th Alabama moved across. They're behind the logs and the original position of the 20th. 20th New York now has two massive units firing into them.
Oh, they will not hold long, I guess.
Well, the 51st is on the way. If
I
they'll
were
get
Hawk
there.
and Tiberius, I would charge right now before the reinforcements come in.
Yeah,
Let's see.
because right now the 51st is still... They look like they're confused at the direction of the enemy, expecting a countercharge, but it's not coming because they're all facing the 20th New York at this point. The anchor of the Union trying to hold on against the mighty 88. As the bodies pile up.
Retreat. 20 retreat.
And there's the order. Weber gave the retreat order. They're getting the hell out of there.
Hawk gave the retreat order as well. So we have two retreats.
Hawk's
That's interesting.
You're private. or recruit or whatever.
All right,
They'll end
but
the game.
actually, I think the Confederates are preparing for the 51st
I know
onslaught.
Well, they're coming. 51st actually getting together near the point of contention at the rocks. Venom looking for his enemy. He sees smoke.
Mario and Tim are scouting ahead.
That might be exactly east at the logs.
And the 51st Artillery Group, so dangerous. No guns on this battle, so they have to fight as infantry.
That's the beautiful voice of Corporal Anon we hear right now. Shout out to Anon, by the way. Trying
And,
to communicate with the 8th Florida.
and the Confederates piled up in the woods. 8th Alabama on the right, Hog moving toward the 51st. I don't know if they know it or not, but they're going right toward the jaws of the enemy.
Yeah, I might need to stay behind this fence.
It's going to be bloody. Let's see if the 8th Alabama can catch up to the 8th Florida.
Company, halt, left face.
Hold that face.
Fire that company, make ready.
All right,
Toss.
Hog sees
They
them.
have a visual on him.
They got a visual. They're about to fire.
Oh, they're there.
Ooh, a massive volley from the 51st. And Hog's going to give it back to him.
Alabama right now needs to charge them in their cap. In the meantime, Hog has pinned them. Oh no, Hog should stay there.
Hog's
Oh, yeah,
moving,
Tibio.
8th Alabama coming up.
Left house right, left house right.
Yeah,
this group.
Tibio doing the right thing now.
Tiberius right up in the
And now
front.
charge.
Ooh,
And now we charge.
massive
cap.
volleys.
Alright. I think missed opportunity. Yeah, you see Hog is going in, that's the right thing right now. Timing is of the essence, but I think timing is already over.
I tell you
But-
this, though, if the Confederates can keep 2 companies versus 1, they're going to have one hell of a battle here.
Not if the 20th. Oh, 51st being back.
51st
Alright.
moving off. Smartly, they want to survive. 20th coming back in around to their original position. They're coming up the road behind the Confederates. Weber in a great position.
Missed opportunity by the 20th. They just missed the correct time point because now 51st is retreated and the 20th, yeah.
But they're shooting into the back of the 8th Alabama right here.
No, that's why it was, let's say, so important to charge the 51st right there. First to catch them, second to point, and third to get out of the fire rank.
Well, the Confederates are now on the point, but they're surrounded by Union. They've got 1 regiment on each side, and they're crowding around the fence for protection.
So actually, the Union is doing the Confederate attack strategy right now. Yeah, good Union thing.
I'm
We have
good,
to
Jackson.
end
You
it.
can move back.
And Hog moving to the right.
Thank you.
Right toward the 20th New York. Hog up front, in danger of death, immediate death.
But 8th Alabama holding position right now.
And the 20th gunning down the 8th Florida. But 8th Florida giving it back to them as hard as they can.
Oh, you see that's the 51st outflanking the 8th Alabama. Oh, that's bloody.
And Alabama coming this way.
Alright, I think the 20th is now isolated. They can do this.
8th Alabama rushing into the 20th New York.
It's almost impossible to survive a mighty 88 charge, you know.
Absolutely, especially with these numbers. But the 20th, they hold up against charges better than anybody I've ever seen. 1 corporal left. Corporal Black. And Hog does it with a pistol.
Tiberius and Hawk did some kills as well on the front line. That's how I like it.
All right, well, the Confederates in a little bit of confusion here. They lost a lot of men. The 20th New York, no chumps. And here come Venom and the 51st. The Serpents are going to clean up their dirty work.
I got some lot of the ring feeling over there. Gandalf riding down.
You hear the hissing.
Yeah.
And making quick work of the what's left of the mighty 88.
Even though
Flags.
the audio of the 51st is a bit, let's say, special, it was still a perfect charge from them. Good timing, good momentum, you have to admit.
And I do admit it, and the Confederates are now engaged. You hear the huzzah. 12 minutes left in the counterattack. The Union have to get over to the point of contention now if they want to get this battle back on their side of the bracket
If
here.
Hawk and Tiberius are quick right now, that they can reach the cap, because 51st now needs to reorganize. So they should now move to recap because I think the ticket thing is on not going well in their perspective.
No,
So they
Confederates.
I think 10 minutes cap point, 10 F minutes. It's doable.
Well, Union moving off, the 51st, not wasting any time. Venom got his boys going straight back toward the point of contention. This is what he's got to
Okay, that's
do.
bad. Yeah, that's
And
bad
that-
for the CSA, of course. Good for the Union. We don't want to be so focused on one side.
Well, the counterattack is engaged, so they've got to get that timer turned off. Hey, War of Rights, welcome to the channel. Huzzah, indeed. And Confederates looks like they're licking their wounds back there. 20th also on the right-hand side, swinging around hard to the right flank. Weber and the boys coming straight through. And now turning
Think
back
it's-
toward the point.
I think it's depending if the CSA right now notices what happens here, because they now have a possibility to make a wide outflank and get to the fence. Oh no, not anymore. 20, I think. Oh no, 20 is just covering there, not at the fence.
Yep, they're back to the point of contention, and the blue line is coming this way. Confederates are running out of time to hold this counterattack in their favor.
But you know, Jehovah, what's the worst thing right now? The Confederates have lost their flag, and that's really a downfall, especially on maps like these, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the guys in the Confederacy, the Mighty 88, swinging around the right-hand side this time. It's opposite of what they did last time, plus that gets them back closer to their flag.
Yeah.
Not.
Let's take a look at the CSA. Where are they at the moment? Over there.
They're here.
Alright, 8 Alabama on the right side, hopefully taking up... No, it's mixed. 8 Florida with some 8 Alabama, guys.
There it is, the huzzah. That means the counterattack is no longer engaged. We got 32 minutes left in this match. 8th Alabama with a mixed unit, like Schimmels said here. Mostly 8th Alabama.
Fire.
And the 8th Florida going back for their flag. So the 8th Florida picking up the Confederate flag.
I'm like trapped in this log.
And they're on the left flank of the Union.
Corporal Adam in position of the 8 Florida flag. That's nice to see.
And the Confederates coming right in at them. They're not taking any flanks at all.
8 Florida is still holding position.
Yeah,
They
and
should not forget about the cap point. It's already said that they should now rearrange, refocus on the ticket. No, it's about balance. You need to quickly adapt from situation to situation. It's changed almost every 5 minutes.
well,
So that's
Weber
what-
Weber
to
just
do
got
it.
information that the 8th Florida was on his flank. They've crossed the fence into the road. They're going to get into behind the logs, it looks like.
I think Hot has noticed them. They can give them a hard shot right now.
And Hog's moving to the logs.
Oh, that's bad. Actually, she's not in good position right now, I think.
Hard to hit a moving target. Florida continues to go right through the front face, and now they're turning to fire on the 20th. Here comes the volley. Oof.
Oh,
You
it's
hear the rebel
Alabama.
yell. We're all tied up. 31 minutes to go.
It's up to the 8 Alabama. Oh yeah, they're right at the cap point.
And yes, in Florida now moving off. They've drawn the 20th away, allowing the Confederates to cap the point. Are they going to get another counterattack this early in the battle?
I guess, because that's a lot 8 Alabama to kill for the Union.
Certainly is. And where do Hog and the Florida pop back out? They've moved away.
Okay, so heavy counterfire. 8 Alabama holding fire.
And the Union piling up on the fence here on the road.
Shit. Okay, thanks.
8th Florida like a ghost in the woods. Gonna pop out at any minute on the flank.
Shooting ghost.
There they are down the road. You see the Florida firing directly into the flank. Flagman goes down. 20th moving off to face the 8th Florida.
That's a good thing.
Oh, you see the 8 Alabama is right now in a very dangerous position. Because they are opposing the Union on a trench head-on.
And
Uh,
counterattack.
Also,
11 minutes.
Second counterattack of the game. The Union flag of the 20th New York laying on the fence. 8th Alabama hammering the 51st.
They really need to pull back right now and hide into the woods. Because they're in a really bad position right
Hold,
now.
boys, hold.
It might be a bad position, Schimmel, but they are killing the shit out of these snakes. There are not a lot of 51st left here.
Oh, I just mean it from a technical perspective because they're right now
So exposed.
exposed from the Union fire, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they want to give up that point of contention. 11 minutes.
Probably are attacked from the flanks. What can be 15 seconds?
So the Union side, the question, it's the 20th New York and the 51st New York on the Union side.
Incoming volley.
Let's see what
Oh,
they, what
flag
they
goes down again. Union.
is preparing for flanking maneuver.
Union under an incredible fire.
Yeah.
Men falling by the second.
If Hot charges right now, Confederate would have an enormous advantage.
Reload.
20th still okay, but the 51st in a bit of trouble here. I'm surprised the 8th Alabama isn't charging. They're moving off. 8th Alabama falling away from the point of contention. And Hogg and the boys swinging around through the woods trying to get a position on the 20th.
Yeah, but they're holding position right now. Continue to moving.
Right, company left face.
Left
Got a quick
face.
forward march on me.
All right, 10 minutes. The Confederates are still in control of the point, even though the Union is getting their reinforcements in.
It's a line, in a line.
What's the status of the 8th Alabama right now, Jehovah?
8th Alabama has moved back away from the point, but they're still in firing range, pouring a deadly volley into the Union. 8th Alabama looking strong right now.
Because Hot right now has made his move.
20th moving up to meet the Floridians.
But I think 8th Florida got the upper hand over here.
Well, we'll see. It's going to be hard to push off the anchor of the Union. These 20th guys are no joke.
Independent fire.
Oh, a heavy volley from Florida. Most of the 20th going down in one volley, including the flag bearer. But the Florida not making a push yet. Weber and a few privates, that's all that's left, and they're running for the logs for protection.
That's not much.
That's not much at all, and there's 9 minutes left.
51st, Jehovah. Look at the 51st. It has potential.
51st moving around behind the 8th Alabama, but they're giving up on the point of contention, and there's only 9 minutes left. So they better do it fast.
Yeah, but actually I think 9 minutes in both fights is a lot of time.
Florida
for that.
coming around to finish off the 20th New York. Weber got the sword out.
But 51st got already noticed by 8 Alabama. Oh, that will be bloody for them. You see fresh reinforcements from 8 Alabama, and they're looking at the 51st right now. Their momentum is lost.
And one private did get his 20th flag back, but the 20th is
And
gone.
now, 51st is under fire from the 8 Alabama. Their move got intercepted.
Confederates in a strong position. They are blocking the Union from the point of contention.
There should be Alabama on the left.
From both sides, I guess, right?
Well, the Alabama is in the field near the point, and the Florida's near the logs, near the 20th's original point. 8 minutes left in the battle, so we'll see if the 20th can get back up from the spawn and get back into the battle quickly.
Momentum of the 51st is lost. They are suffering heavy casualties by 8 Alabama and stand no chance against an open fight, and they pull back.
It's like running into a buzzsaw when you get up in front of these 8th Alabama guys, I tell you.
7 minutes 30 on the clock. Right now, it's looking good for the Confederates.
And
what do you say?
Florida, yeah, I mean, this has been a great battle so far. Florida moving out toward the point, didn't find any enemies, so Hogg moving them back around to the right behind the logs. They're going to wait for those 20th to come back down this road.
We need to. The 20th is probably going to come our way.
You know, it gets really confusing in these woods when you can't find the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
51st still here. Looks like the 20th is
I remember
starting to-
always getting Vietnam vibes when fighting in these woods. It's really confusing.
But the spirit's high in the 8th Alabama camp. They know they've killed everybody that's come up in front of them today.
But it's easy to be like in too good position over there because they shouldn't feel too secure. There's always space in for a turnaround from the Union side.
What I do
So
like...
it's all in.
Sorry, Schimmel.
Oh no,
Yeah, no,
I just want to point out that yeah, we
problem.
can't say for sure what's happening. There might be a possibility for a Union turnaround.
What I do like about this Confederate position is the Union has to come into the point to take it away from them with 6 minutes left, and the Confederates are in a position to actually fire upon them if they go there. So the 51st is back on the point now, and the red line is ticking away extremely fast.
And they're in good position right now because they're a bit more hided when the Union reaches the trench line.
Hog saw it. Hog
They
saw
don't
it.
see it that much.
Yeah. Hog saw it, and they're moving directly to the point of contention. He wants to get it back.
But you see, unfortunately, it's not enough. It's not. It's too far away from the cap point. That's the down hold point.
Ooh, they've stopped it. It's coming back red now.
Yeah. Hog is moving in, I guess.
And the 51st under fire.
They really need to coordinate right now with the 20th to have a chance.
20th is coming in around the back side of the 8th Alabama.
Oh.
Good morning, Alabama.
If Alabama is right now engaged with the 51st, that could be dangerous for them.
Yeah, Weber's coming around to hit the back side.
Yes,
You see him.
that's too late for the 8th Alabama. Oh yeah, that charge for the 20 hits hard.
20th New York charging into the backs of the 8th Alabama.
We have to say brilliantly executed by Weber and his men.
A great flanking attack by Weber. Hog can't even see it through the woods. He's focused on the 51st.
You might have noticed they killed the commander of the 8th Alabama, Tiberius, at the first shot.
And here come the snakes.
They've done their homework, you know.
Yep. And the 8th Alabama has been destroyed.
But 8th Florida is still alive at the new cap point.
Still alive, but a small unit compared to the whole Union Army. Only 4 minutes left.
But if the 8th Alabama can regroup, and they can counterattack from behind now. Actually, the Union is now pincered by both companies. The 8th Alabama does react quickly.
Yeah, and those boys get together fast, so it shouldn't take them long to get back into the battle.
I think they killed them.
They're already regrouped and prepared to move out.
And Hog's just now getting the word that the 8th Alabama has been destroyed, but a Union flag laying on the field here. They're not getting reinforcements either. Less than 4 minutes left.
Tiberius and his men now needs to be really quickly to get the possibility to encircle them between the units, because right now Union is still unorganized, I guess.
Hog's not going to give him a chance. He's moving around to the right.
5,000 left, march.
8th Alabama moving out.
Deputy, hold left base.
And Hog trying to lure the Union into the point of contention so he can get an angle on them.
Might work.
Alabama dropped their flag. They must be happy.
And we have about 3 minutes now. Now it's the exciting part. The next 3 minutes will be, like, I guess, more fighting in the last 10 minutes. It will be heavy.
Well, the
Let's
Union
see.
has got to get it done now. Hog's in a great position. The Union has to come in to take that point. And they're coming down the road. The Serpents and Venom coming down the road trying to get on the flank of the Florida. And the 20th as well. Florida under danger right here. Big, massive Union army on their flank.
For some shots. Let's see if the 8th Alabama will be there in time. Save them.
Alabama's got to get in here and get that point, or they're going to lose it again.
It's going to be a thing of timing. Oh, but 8th Alabama is quite far away right now.
It won't take them long.
They're speeding up.
Union now taking losses, but the red line is halfway down with 2 minutes to go.
8th Florida still holding, barely but holding, and 8th Alabama get closer minute for minute, second for second.
A lot of Yankees right here. Weber and Venom just pouring the fire into the 8th Florida.
And there is the 8th Florida, 8th Alabama coming in right now with Captain Harris, Second Lieutenant Tim, and Second Lieutenant Tiberius on the front line.
The red line's almost gone. And Venom moving back toward the point. Here come the Alabama.
Let's see if Tiberius and Harris can save the day. Oh, they're in a good position right now.
And firing into the 51st as they charge.
Oh,
A lot of 51st dying right there in that charge.
I would call it a bit of a snake shashlik. They did there.
But the 20th coming in as well. Does Hogg have enough men to help?
I guess. If he reacts.
A lot of Alabama surviving that charge. 20th still coming at him.
1 minute 30.
Hogg in the Florida holding back for now. Looking at the point, looking at the red line.
One last attack.
Here they come. 8th Florida coming in to the backside of the 20th. Hogg unloading the pistol.
A lot of plenty there,
A
actually.
lot of 20th. It's going to be tough for the Confederates here, but only 45 seconds left. This game could be over.
Let's see.
Could the Confederates do just enough in time?
I think we are going into overtime. In the overtime, the 8th Alabama may be able to counterattack properly.
No Florida left, hardly. There's some. Oh, 20th. It's about even. There's only a couple 20th left, a couple Florida left.
Yeah,
Radberg's
honestly,
there.
I'm predicting it's going into overtime, and it's depending who reaches the point first.
Well, the 8th Florida actually pulled it off.
They pull it off. It's
They
over,
did.
I guess, now.
Well, it's not all the way back. 3 seconds to go, too. And
Done it. Congratulations.
that's
Mighty 88.
it. A Confederate victory. The Mighty 88 has done it once again. Wow. So what do you think?
I would call this a flawless victory. Missed opportunities, yes, on both sides. But actually, Hogg and Tiberius did really, really good together, both units. Yeah, 20th and 51st, good action as well, doing their best. But, you know, there's only one Mighty 88.
All right, guys. Well, if you like that battle, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Go over, check out Schimmelfinnig's channel as well. He does deep dive interviews to all the players in War of Rights. Until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Bye.